Guys, today we'll teach you how to score more goals inside the box, including tap-ins, like you just saw, of course. Now, naturally, the biggest piece of magic lies in practice and experience, as with everything. But in today's video, we'll go over some of the basic principles of how you can move in the box to get into open positions, and of course, how you should finish, in order to score more of those fox in the box kind of goals. Let's do it.
First of all, your setup is important. This is where you lay the foundation for getting into that good position and finishing it off with a goal. Basically, you want to stay dormant for as long as possible. In other words, you want to not pose a threat so the defenders don't give you their full attention for as long as possible. So staying in the blind spot by staying behind the defender is a great way to start. Also, remember that it's much easier to run forward than it is to run backwards. So if you're lurking in the box, it might be a good idea to wait a little further back. There will be plenty of time and space to get into position so you can score. Now, when you've then spotted that your teammates might deliver a ball into the box, it's a matter of finding out if you should run to the first or to the second post. And a good rule of thumb here, and that's important to say, it's just a rule of thumb. There are no secrets, unfortunately, that work 100% of the time here. But a good indicator is that if there's a small gap between the defenders and the keeper, and your teammate is under pressure, or if he or she is close to the touchline, it would be a good idea to move to the first post. Basically, think like this. If there's a real risk that by crossing the ball across the goal and towards the second post, it would most likely get caught by the keeper or cleared by the defender, well, then you want to move to the first post. And then it's a matter of timing your run so you exit the defender's shadow and get in front of them at the right time. But running towards the first post isn't always the answer. See, if there's more space between the keeper and the defenders, you might want to consider moving towards the second post, especially if your teammate has time to deliver a good quality cross or through ball, or if they're in line with you or slightly behind you, meaning that they can really exploit that open space. Because if the space is there to create a direct line for the pass, getting the ball across the goal and away from the keeper, who will most likely be closing down the near post, is such an easy setup for the striker. So if it's looking like your teammate has the time, consider faking a run towards the first post, but instead go for the second post. And of course, obviously, make sure that you stay onside. But okay, I've gotten into this amazing position, Jay. How do I finish it off? Well, it looks easy when the big boys score all these tap-ins, but in reality, it can be a bit tricky because the ball might be coming from a weird angle at speed and all that stuff. Now, most crosses are easy and just need a good firm inside of the foot shot with decent placement to be a goal. But if the ball comes in like a rocket, honestly, it's just a matter of doing your best at steering it towards goal. Don't worry about the exact placement or power, just get it on target, as you'll most likely be so close that the keeper won't have time to react anyway.
But guys, these were of course just the basics of moving like a boss in the box. But there are also great principles and, building blocks if you want to find yourself in the right position more often so you can ultimately score more goals. But guys, what should we teach you next? Let us know as always in the comment section right down below. And remember to go and cop the new Adidas XP portals via the link to unisportlife.com right over there. Of course, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And then if you'd like to improve as a football player, the playlist right down there is the place to be. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.